Hey guys, me host Superstar, thank you very much for tuning in. So today we're going to do some more customizing. This is our journey into customization number 2, and this is the Punisher video. My custom Punisher is ready to go. So let's go ahead and show you how we made him first of all, and then we'll talk about him afterwards. So let's jump in and show you this new awesome custom. Alright, here we go. So the first thing I'm doing here is just warming up the top joint so I can pull away the bicep downwards on this figure here, because I want to be able to use that in this custom today that I'm doing for the Punisher. I am already using a base figure, which is the Skullbuster figure, but I want another metal arm for the other side, but I don't want a whole arm, I just want the bicep down, so it's kind of a bit of a lower amputation on this one, so just so both arms aren't completely metal. And it gets, I don't want that Jax feeling from Mortal Kombat here. I'm going for something more like battle ready and battle worn. So here it is. I managed to pull that off, as you can see. So I'll be able to pop that onto the new joint, hopefully. It is a little bit flimsy since it came off the heat, so got to be careful with that so we don't ruin the elbow joint. But let's warm up the rest of the figure and do the rest of it. Okay, now that we've done that, we can take off this bicep part on the figure that we're going to be using today, just to get that bicep off, so then I can pop the metal one on. If you warm it up enough, it should just pop right off. Give it a little twist as you're popping it so you don't break it. As you can see, I've managed to actually pull the entire arm off here, which I wasn't sure was you could even do that, but apparently you can on certain figures. I thought they were sort of trapped inside the torso, so you learn something new every day. But that's what these videos are about, guys, learning along with me as I take a journey into customization. Okay, so now we're going to be able to assemble that arm again. I am trying to get the other top part of that arm off now, just so I've got both arms detached from the body. I'm just learning if all figures are the same here, whether all arms will pop up. I'm sorry about the camera angle as well. I thought the camera was actually aiming a lot higher than what it was, so I do apologise that you can only see bits of what's going on right now, but I'm trying to take out the full hinge here at the top part of the arm, which I'm going to use a little bit of a knife just to prise it off. Again, it's not a sharp knife here, so I'm not cutting the plastic or anything, and we are talking a very basic kitchen knife, so again, I do need to invest in some proper tools to be able to do this. Okay, so now that I've managed to actually pull that off, I'm just looking at all the different detachments and things. I didn't realise this took as long as it did when I was doing it, so I do apologise about the length of time this is taking me. I'm not really showing you anything at this point, so I do apologise. But yeah, here we go again. Let's pop that arm now. Now I've got it all assembled. Look, I can pop that into the hinge here. But what I'm learning right now is that not all of the top arm hinges are the same, and whilst the metal one will go in, it just spins around and it doesn't quite seal into it. And I don't want to be gluing my figures. I want to be able to just kit bash at this point, so I don't fancy modifying it any further. So what I'm going to do is pop that arm back onto the original cable body, but keep the lower bicep as planned and put the original arm socket back into the figure as originally intended. And to be fair, that's the way I want it to look. I was just experimenting with how it would look with two fully solid metal arms, but so a little bit more warming here, and you can see that it just softens up again, so I'm able to fully pull that apart and pop the new pieces on. Again, you've got to be very careful with the elbow joints. They do warp very easily while doing this, especially when the plastic has gone so warm and palatable. It will just break apart if you pull it or if you squeeze it too hard, so please be careful. What I tend to do is I tend to twist and rotate while I'm doing it so that it kind of just slots into place. So here we go, I'm now fully assembling that arm. I've taken the bit off and now I'm putting it fully back on. And it went in pretty simple, I believe. It just clicked straight into the joint, so there's no real issues. The nub, I believe, was a little bit bigger than the one that we had, but because it was so warm, it just popped straight in. I've had no issues with it since. It's a very sturdy figure and a very good build. So I've been very happy with this figure, and you'll see it properly on the desk cam in a few moments when I show off my final product to show you what other accessories that I chose from other figures to go with him, because believe it or not, a jacket from a NECA figure actually looks right on this figure, and it seems to be in scale, so I'm quite happy about that. So I'll take you guys to the desk cam and show you guys a bit more of what I'm doing with this figure and what it's going to eventually become. Alright, so now we've done that, that means we've now got the arm off of our old cable figure, which I've now slotted onto my work in progress here. He's got the arm there with the original peg at the top, so I like the idea of it not having two complete metal arms, but one arm that's you know, lower amputation. Just makes it look even more battle worn. And then what I've done is, so far I've added the leather jacket that's kind of battle worn from the T800 NECA figure as a part of the T2 anniversary set. So I've added that on, and now I'm just about to add the hand that was originally on Skullbuster. I'm going to put that back onto the cable hand, the cable arm, to complete his metal arm. I'm contemplating changing the boots, but I'm not sure yet, so I'm going to keep messing around with this, and I'll get you guys the updates as we progress along with this custom. Eureka, I've done it! Using this head, which looks awesome because it's all messed up and the silver matches the silver on the arms and stuff, so that's a definite version of Frank Castle that I like. And I've given him the gun that came with Deadpool, which is kind of a dual sort of machine gun with an attachment on the bottom for like rocket launchers. So I thought that looked good. I just need a ridiculously oversized like sidearm now. But yeah, this is going to be my new version of the Punisher. I'll explain his story and backstory and everything as to why I've made this particular version and why I've made him practically all machinery at this point. I'll explain the story. It's not Frankencastle. I've come up with a new idea that I kind of like, and I wish I could draw to make my own version of a comic book based on this. But I'll let you guys know in a little bit once I've sort of finalized him. Let you know his backstory. For years, the Marvel Universe considered Ultron defeated. Sadly, in a distant future, it was far from the truth. Ultron was just waiting and biding his time until more precious metals became available to create a new body and to bring himself back. The Marvel Universe fought hard against this new version of Ultron, who was able to create armies of himself, thanks to the enhancements of things like the 3D printer and other such amazing features. Ultron was able to bring himself to ultimate power, and even defeat most of our favourite heroes. Frank Castle knew he couldn't let this future happen, and stole the watch that Cable travels through time with, so he could take himself back to a place long before this version of Ultron existed, and warn the heroes of their impending future. This version of the Frank Castle's Punisher has already lost both of his arms and legs in combat, but that doesn't stop him from wielding the power of time, using Cable's watch to go forth and backwards and forth through time to find an alternate way of ending Ultron. He's been through many battles in this one, and is considered a veteran of the future wars. He has to win over Captain America and tell him of the future that is coming. And tell him the Avengers must assemble again. So guys, what did you think of this custom video? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, please make sure you smash that subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, it really helps us out, and it helps us to keep making awesome videos. Let me know in the comments down below what you want to see me do as my journey to customization continues. In the next video, what should I make? What figure should I custom? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, guys, I'm your host, Super Soul, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.